In the figure 6.10, this shows annual financial planning of a school. From the pie diagram, we see that 45% educational equipment, environment 10%, sanitation 10%, games 35%. So 45% of the amount is reserved for educational equipment. 35% is shown for games. 10% amount is kept for sanitation and 10% is reserved for environment. In this way, we get the information at a glance from a pie diagram. This is called pie diagram. Now, let us have more information about pie diagram. Many times, we find information of different types of newspapers given in the form of pie diagrams. For example, annual budget, performance of different nations in Olympic Games. So all these things we can observe. Cricket score we can observe in pie diagram. This question is given to you for self-study. Let us read the example. As deduced from a survey, the classification of skilled workers is shown in the pie diagram. The number of workers in the production sector is 4,500. Answer the following questions. What is the total amount of skilled workers in field? What is the number of skilled workers in the field of construction? How many skilled workers are there in agriculture? Find the difference between the number of workers in the field of production and construction. Now observe. Agriculture 24 degree, production 90 degree, hotel 36 degree and construction 72 degree, others 138 degrees. So now this central angle is given in degrees. We have seen what is central angle. This is given in degrees. Total it is 360 degree. Suppose the total number of skilled workers in all fields is X. The central angle of X persons is 360 degrees. All persons 360 degrees. Central angle for number of persons in production field. Production field 90 degrees. So number of persons in production field divided by total number into 360 degree. So let us calculate. It is given 90 degree. Number of persons in production field 4,500 upon X. So find out value of X. By cross multiplication you can get 4,500 into 360 divided by 90. So it is 18,000. Total number of skilled workers in all fields together it is 18,000. The angle shown for construction sector is 72 degree. So 72 degrees number of persons in construction into 360 divided by 18,000. So number of persons in construction field, calculate that value, cross multiplication 72 into 18,000 divided by 360. So it is 3,600. The central angle for agricultural field is 24 degree. So this 24 by 360 you can do number of workers in agriculture divided by total workers. Find out number of workers in agriculture. 24 into 18,000 divided by 360. So it is 1,200. The difference between relating fields of the angles relating fields of production and construction. So it is 90 degree minus 72 degree, that is 18 degree. Difference between the central angles. So this is difference between the number of workers in the fields divided by total number of skilled workers is equal to this 18 divided by 360. Then find out the difference between the number of workers in the field is 18 into 18,000 divided by 360. That is difference between those workers is 900 workers. To draw a pie diagram, a circle of suitable radius should be drawn. Divide the circle in sectors such that the measures of central angle of each sector is proportional to the number of scores in its corresponding component in the data. Now we have seen how to read a pie diagram. Let us learn how to draw that. To draw a pie diagram, the whole circle is divided into sectors proportional to the components of the data. Measure of central angle of each sector is found by the formula, that is central angle theta is equal to number of scores in components multiplied by 360 divided by total number of scores. A circle of suitable radius is drawn. It is divided into sectors such that the number of sectors is equal to the number of components in the data.